All right, first off, congratulations to Billy and his team. I thought from the first time we played them, they were much more improved, and we saw them play with I thought they played with a little more edge than we did. Even in the first half, it was a 1-point game. But I thought we came out, we shook the line up and had some guys come out, gave us some pretty good energy. And so coming in the second half, you wanted to see that same energy, the same mindset defensively getting after it. I think one of the key stats in the first half, obviously, was the second chance points. And I thought we did a better job in the second half, but until, going down the stretch when they had to make plays, you see them come up with loose balls, tips in, and so the game was won in the paint. When you're talking about the free throw lines, the rebounding, just play a little more tougher, I think, than us. And but we had chances. It's a 2-point game, and we got the basketball, and obviously you got to execute. I think we're 8 minutes, and then even a 3-point game with 6 minutes to go. But they ended up making plays. I thought Flagg made some big shots for them. And, of course, we already know that Starks is a good player. But I think a big guy tonight for them was the Mitchell kid. He didn't play well in the first game, but he's been playing really well. And with our guys, again, it's we talk about the confidence level, and we always talk about trying to finish strong. And of course, we saw it again. We didn't make the plays going down the stretch. I think we had back-to-back turnovers, and it's a 2-point game. And then you look up, now we're down 7. And we had some shots that didn't go in, and Mason had a good look. I think Isaiah had a good look, and now they're turning those turnovers into easy offense for them, layups.
The defense, when it was tight, like you said, it seemed to me like you didn't get stops. I can't remember how many consecutive, but how critical was that in that point?
I thought it was really. I mean, I thought that's what pride's got to kick in. And we had been done a pretty good job throughout the game, and then I thought when we needed those stops, and a lot of times we made them take tough shots, and they would come up with the basketball. I remember one. I think we doubled up on Nebo. He shot a left-handed shot, and we had people in position, but somehow I think Flagg came up with it and put the ball in the hole right up under the basket. So, and that's again understanding the timing in the game. That you got to get stops. You got to get stops. And so they end up shooting 58%, and their team that scores probably 70-some odd points a game. So again, credit them for making plays when they had to.
After tonight, the 6 home losses this year, how tough is that to swallow, just knowing you've been so good here in the past?
I always talk about it. This is one of the places where people don't even come here thinking they got a chance. And so I'm disappointed in that. I really am. Our fans have been fantastic. They were great tonight, just trying to will this basketball team. And sometimes our guys got to look in the mirror. That's what I said. They got to look in the mirror. And even to me, from that standpoint, what are we doing that we're not doing? And one of the things I know, our kids are fighting. They're playing hard. They're playing their hearts out. But at the end of the day, I think what takes place is sometimes the inexperience, and we never know. Some of these guys may be hitting that wall. There's a time where you start hitting that wall, and as I told them, you just got to fight through it.
Mike, what do you think the 35-25 rebounding difference, what role that played in the game?
I thought early in the game, I thought it had a big role because they had so many second chance points. And I thought we did a better job in the second half. But then we were winning the turnover battle at halftime. And now you look at the end of the game, and now it's almost even. So if you look at the game, the rebounding enabled them not only to get to the free throw line, and there's a big difference in the game. They made 25, we made 15. It's a 10-point game. 10 points differential there.
What was the message to the guys afterward, and what's the locker room mood like?
Well, I think they're hurt. Those guys are really disappointed, and the thing that I always tell them that they got to take the ownership, and obviously I've got to do a better job. So some of that falls on me, but at the end of the day, this one here, they got to get over it real quick because the schedule continues. We got a quick turnaround. We've got Kentucky on the road. Then we got Ole Miss coming in here the weekend. So again, the games keep coming. And even with that being said, we're still in the hunt for something. I don't know what it is, but we got to build on. I thought we came out with the right mindset, with the energy. Again, it's about being consistent. And we had some guys that came off the bench, you know, that they got to come with the energy, whether they start or not. They got to come with that energy. So, again, with this team, you're still trying to continue to put the pieces together, but more importantly, make sure they understand that this team is going to be the sum of all the parts. And when all the parts are working, then we're a pretty efficient team.
We got it going for Gafford in the second half because he kind of tried to keep you in it, it looked like.
Yeah, you know, I thought our guys did a good job of finding him in there, and then he did a much better job of catching and going up a lot strong. I thought in the first half he was kind of he was second guessing himself. He missed a lot of easy chippies that he normally make, but I thought in the second half I thought he started gathering himself a lot more.
What was the decision to start Desi and Gabe, and how do you think they started out the game?
I thought they gave us it. I thought they played well. I thought those guys played well. You know, it was a continuous of what took place in the last game. You know, I thought they're energy guys defensively and offensively. I think Desi did a great job of penetrating and finding people, getting to the basket, start off the game making shots for us. Gabe, I mean, you look at what he brought to the table. He ended up with 4 fouls. But the thing I love about him, they're going to give you everything they got. And that's what we're trying to get the guys. Give me everything you got.
Mike, Scotty asked about how the players were doing, but you haven't lost 5 games in a row here. How are you doing? How do you feel right now?
You know, I go back to my statement earlier in the year. I said, man, it's going to take a lot of patience, but I don't know if there's a lot of patience for that right there. There's enough patience for that. You know, I'm used to winning. That's the thing. I'm used to winning. And so, but my job as coach is to try to put us in the best possible shape to win a game, and so that's all my mindset is right now. You know, it was disappointing, but at the same time, this team has played some pretty good basketball, and this year, and in spite of all the new pieces. So my job, and it continues to be, is to put them in the best possible shape to win games.
Anything else for Coach?
All right, thank you guys.